Good morning! Hope everybody's having a great day. I have a Sorcery pack ready to be opened. Okay, let's open this baby. Alright, I'm gonna open it down here so y'all don't hear the crying. Ooh, this pack opens up really easily. I did not want to split it. Oh well. I wanted to open it up, nice and safe so I can put it back in. Alright, we have Morning, Devin. We have a brand new source. This is my very first Sorcery pack to open, so I'm kind of excited about this. This is my winnings from season 1. I got top 8, and then okay. So I am super familiar with wind. I'm not as familiar with some of the other stuff. So let's go. I definitely will be collecting this whole set. I probably will be waiting for beta to hit, for sure. I think this is a set that you have a full set of. Genesis, okay, Clamor of Harpies, Tide Naiads, okay, I'm very familiar with this one. Sunken Treasure. I do know Mike, so Mike has all the precons. I don't know how many he has. Ooh, a unique. We already got a unique. Okay, hold on. So the exceptionals are in the front. Hold on. Is there like a pack trick? I think there might be. Hold on. Ordinary. Okay, hold on. There's a pack trick. Okay. So we already saw it, but whatever. Okay, spin attack. I'm not familiar with red that much, but that's okay. Cauldron of Crones. And Spellcaster. Sacrifice another minion here to draw a spell. Snow Leopard. Alright, I absolutely need this. This has to go into my deck. Right? No, I don't think I actually need it. But I do need this one. This is a Lightning Bolt. I love this card. Look at this art. Love this art. Unravel. Wow. Beast of Burden. Fenville Muse. Columbary Bats, I guess? Oh, yes! Lone Tower. This is absolutely what I need. It's our Atlas card. Clamor of Harpies. Okay, so back to our exceptional. Alright, so we do an exceptional. So what is it again? It's ordinary, which is 4 of. What is it? Exceptional. I think it's exceptional is the 3 of, right? It's been so like I've built I've built some decks and this and that. I usually take some decks and kind of manipulate it, and the deck builder obviously tells me how many cards I can do, so I don't know it off the top of my head. Sunken Treasure. I really love this card. I've never used it, probably never will. It's such cool the other really cool thing I love about this game is for me to open up, and here's our unique, the Narcotic Manuscript. Bearer has tap, reveal your topmost spell, draw it, bearer takes damage equal to that card's cost. Love it. The really cool thing though, and I know most people know this, it's like this unique, I can only have 1 in my deck, which means I only need 1 in my whole collection. Exceptional, I believe that's what I can have for, yeah, because it's ordinary, exceptional, elite, unique. So I can have 3 of these. So these are uncommons essentially. And here are commons. It's just so good getting cards in hand. Lightning Bolt. They feel good too. Like they actually feel good. Oh yeah, I forgot. They actually have the name on the back too. So like Atlas, so you can see what an opponent has. So like when I hold it up, when I'm holding the card, you can see it. Obviously, usually when you play, they are sleeved. So I think what people usually tell you is to sleeve them separately. Separate cards, or separate color sleeves, because your opponent should know if you have an Atlas or Spellbook, how many Atlas cards versus Spellbook cards. This is a great hit though. I know it's just an ordinary site, but I play Wind. Wind is my color, so to speak. It's my element. I pretty much will only ever play Wind. Battle Mage is my hero, so I do need to get a Battle Mage. It is so hard. So I'm sitting on like 13 of these packs. Yeah. So this is my first pack opening. I can't tell you how hard it is to like not go and just open up a bunch more. But we want to have some good stuff. I wish this was draftable. I don't know that it's super draftable just because of like you do have to have sights. I think it would have been so like this would be incredibly draftable if it didn't have sights. I think it would have been really cool to make just like a ordinary sights, like not even ordinary, just like token or something that's blank, that's literally just used for drafting. I think you could probably come up with some rules for drafting if you did, if you wanted to do drafting, like just have it where it gives you one threshold, but it doesn't do anything. So like a rubble, but with a threshold of whatever color you need. I mean, technically you could just say, hey, I'm going to use rubble and do that. There's a lot of different ways I think you could do it, but if someone came out with that, I think you, or if they came out with it, I think you could do it very easily. I mean, hell, you could use Pokemon cards, right? Like, wind is, I don't know, earth, like you just use the colors. Or wind is a lightning. You know, you just have it where it's set up to that. Sleeve them up. Make sure, like if you don't want to sleeve these up, fine. But just make sure these are sleeved up, and just do that of like just assign a color to it, right? Because you got fire, you do have water, wind could be lightning, right? Because there's a lot of lightning, and then the fist could be the earth, you know, because that's basically all the ground stuff. There you go. Just grab a bunch of Pokemon energies, which I have a ton lying around, and just use those as like a threshold. And you could do draft, right? Because then you can be like, hey, I'm gonna get this, or like if I don't get an atlas, like I can just fill in my atlas with the cards. I think honestly we'll probably test that here. I'm sure we'll be doing something with sorcery. So we have Mike has a couple personal cases of his, but he had a bunch of cases and he sold them because he's opening up an LGS. A lot of people are like, well, why did he sell them? Why isn't he opening for a channel? Well, he's also opening up an LGS. So he's in the process of doing that and needs some, you know, needs something up front to open it up because he's sinking a lot of money into it. So that was a hard decision for him to make. I was really proud of him for making. I don't want to sound like a dick, but I was like, dude, you should do that. Like, I know it's really hard, but like beta will be cheaper. You know, you want to be in the ground floor and everything, but like long term, I think this needs to be like short term. I think you should do this, and he did. Yeah, that was. Like I said, I don't want to sound a dick, but I was like really happy for him, I guess, to make that decision because it, I think, helps alleviate some of opening up an LGS. And as an LGS, once he gets that open, you know, he'll have access to beta and all of that. So I know this is our hit. I think if we were doing a pick one, this would be your absolutely top draw. If anybody's ever, you know, finding themselves doing drafting in this, obviously you try to get the unique. Although I don't think I would draw this, to be honest. Like if I'm looking at a pick one, I'm going to be running lightning, so I want this lone tower. The second one I think is you get lightning bolt, and I think you get snow leopard. I think snow leopard is a great one. I think you got to go for some spells early on. So like if you are going to do a draft with this, like I said, if you create your own rules of maybe just having like a unique, just like a generic atlas card where it doesn't do anything but give you threshold. This is the order I would do it. Like I would absolutely pick that, then I'd grab that, and then I'd probably get the snow leopard. Obviously this is very wind centric, but I don't know, like you could go this. Stealth actually isn't bad. I just like the snow leopard because it's a 1. I don't really know a lot of other colors. Wall of Ice, if you're going water, is a great one to have. Sunken Treasure is just fun. Tide Naiad's another great one if you're going water. It's 2-drop. I would probably go Tide Naiads over that because it is an exceptional, so you're not going to hit it as much. think on the exceptional side, like that's probably it. So like I would do lightning bolt, but just because I like lightning bolt. But I do think actually let's change this order. I think you've got to go naiads because it's being exceptional, and then the lightning bolt. I think that's the order. Obviously, it depends on the color, but I think those are the 3 best cards. Lightning bolt, don't sleep on. I don't think anybody does. So if you do figure out a way of doing multiple, if you do a draft, I don't think that there's official rules out of the draft yet. If you do a draft, I think these are your top 3 picks right here. And then these are all of our other fun stuff that we have. I can't quite get everything in there. Move this up. Like this art, just this art is so fun. So good. It's just so good. Why is it so good? I don't know. They just put a lot into it. Like I don't even want to cover up the arts. Like I just want to cover up. I love the text boxes, how small they are, and they're not printing any like book size stuff, so you can really just take in the art. Like look at that. This is the biggest box I've ever seen of pictures on cards that have been allowed. Like they want you to enjoy the art. There's no fancy borders or things like that. Like I do, like in Flesh and Blood, like the borders are cool, but they do take up a lot of space. And this is just saying, hey, look at this art. Like this snow leopard, most games would have it like boxed here. You get like some of it, probably the tail, and they're like, no, we want you to have it all. We want you to see the ground that's walking on. It's on a hill. I want you to see that. So like, it's just so good. It's just so good. This wall of ice, like it's just a wall of ice, right? I've seen similar Magic cards to this smaller box. It has to be further out because it is a smaller box. But this is like, no, we want you to see this crazy wall of ice, and it's just there. This is a stinking cauldron, and look how much space they give to this cauldron to just like breathe. It's so good. So if you're doing drafting, this is my top 3. I don't think they have draft rules out. I do think you have to put in kind of, like I said, some basic, almost like basic lands. I mean, holograph magic. I said Pokemon cards, but holograph magic lands, right? To be your basic atlas. You got fire. You got, right? That's water, right? Yeah, that's so long. Fire, water. I don't know what you do for lightning and earth. You can figure it out. Everybody has basic lands. Like, just throw some cards in there to just be like, hey, this is just a basic land to give you influence, I think is what that's called. But yeah, great first pack. It's fun getting a unique, not a great unique, but it does have some cards I need. Like, I need a lightning bolt. I need a lone tower. I don't know if I run Snow Leopard or not. I can't remember. I have a deck. Specifically, I have a deck. That I'm working on Battle Mage. But we have a wonderful day. This has been stupid rambling. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy your week. We'll be back tomorrow with some more of this. Here's my top 3, what I think is top 3 best cards in here. And I'll see you tomorrow morning.